I'm Teresa Woodard with your North Texas headlines. Family, friends, and fellow service members gathered this weekend to say goodbye to Private First Class Isabella Gonzalez, a 19-year-old soldier remembered for her courage, kindness, and sacrifice. She was killed while serving her country in the Middle East. Here's Luke Clary now with the somber tributes.
Dallas National Cemetery buries North Texans who served almost every weekday. Veterans of Korea, Vietnam, the Gulf. But this Sunday, the cemetery buried a soldier who graduated high school just last year. The Patriot Guard riders led the procession. They have stood with many military families through their hardest days.
It's tough. It's one of the hardest times of their life, but all they got to remember is just look up in heaven.
The Army honored 19-year-old Private First Class Isabella Gonzalez with military honors. The Hebron High School graduate was killed last month while serving in Jordan. Carrollton Mayor Steve Babbitt said an Iranian strike hit her team. He spoke during Saturday's celebration of life.
On that fatal day of July 17th, this fallen soldier and others in her team died in the line of duty, fulfilling her promise to protect and serve, sacrificing self so that others, hundreds, thousands, could be saved from inbound missiles and drone attacks from Iran.
Gonzalez's uncle asked people to measure her life by more than the 19 years she lived.
Measure her legacy by the depth of the love she left behind and the profound impact she made on the people around her.
Gonzalez answered the call to serve at 17. The riders honoring her know that call.
Most of our guys are Vietnam era, so they went in at 16, 18.
Ride Captain Perry Sampley says her service shows a new generation is still willing to step forward.
But still, there are those that are still out there that are willing to serve, just like our young troop that just passed.
On this Sunday, veterans from an older generation came to honor one of the youngest. In Dallas, I'm Luke Clary.
Police are searching for 3 suspects after several cars were broken into outside a popular Dallas movie theater. Senior crime and justice reporter Rebecca Lopez shows us the clues police hope will lead to an arrest.
Was there any damage to the door interior or anything like that?
Raul is dealing with repairs after thieves damaged his Dodge Charger when they tried to steal it outside a Dallas movie theater.
When they yanked it, they broke the clips off the top right here.
As soon as I got out, I noticed my car window was broken. I saw that there was a bunch of glass on the floor. This is the aftermath of my driver's side window being broken into.
What the thieves didn't realize is that the burglary was caught on video from start to finish.
So they were specifically looking for something.
They were looking for something.
Take a look at how quickly one of the burglars popped the window out of the door.
They just popped it less than a second, hopped in, connected it with their special tool.
The suspect then climbed inside while 2 others waited nearby. Raul says he purposely parked next to a Tesla because of its cameras, and he's cautious since it's the second time someone has tried to steal his car.
I told my friend, you know what, I'm just going to park right next to him just in case someone tries to steal it.
Raul says the video shows the thieves tried to use a tablet-like device to try and program a new key, and they also went into the fuse box.
It was frustrating, the fuse for the horn, just so it didn't alarm no one near it. A bunch of glass on the floor.
But the most disturbing part of the video comes as the 3 people were leaving. One of them appears to be holding a gun.
It looked like he had a firearm with an extended clip. It's scary. I'm just glad I didn't bump into them while they were trying to take my car.
2 of the thieves were covered from head to toe wearing masks and gloves, but the driver was not wearing a mask, and the camera captured a clear view of his face. We froze the video so you can take a closer look.
That's good, yeah.
Raul hopes the video helps police catch the thieves.
Back to normal, yeah.
And warns other drivers just how quickly their car can become a target. In Dallas, I'm Rebecca Lopez.
That is crazy. TxDOT is blaming the Texas heat after a road buckled in Hunt County. A part of US 69 and Joe Ramsey Boulevard in Greenville turned into a ramp and caused some vehicles to go airborne last week. TxDOT says the road has since been repaired. Now, this comes after several drivers were left with damaged tires due to melting roads on another part of US 69 in July. Crews also had to repair that stretch of roadway. Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones is discussing the arrest of former quarterback Tony Romo, that is. Romo was arrested July 23rd in Wisconsin and charged with operating a vehicle while under the influence. This is police body camera video of his arrest. Our Joe Trahan spoke with Jones about that arrest.
No one that I've associated with in sports, or certainly in the NFL, do I think higher of his, if you will, his character, his integrity. I mean that. And I've seen him in some of the tryingest times that you can be in, personally or otherwise. I'm all for him dealing with it. Does he have the ability to come back from getting knocked down? I'd ask anybody that's ever known Tony Romo. He can get up, and I think he will.
CBS Sports has placed Tony Romo on leave from NFL coverage until further notice. A North Texas Holocaust survivor is sharing his story of courage and resilience. He told Kevin Reese his mission is simple: make sure the lessons of the past are never forgotten.
This is a very unusual story.
The unusual story of Dr. Andris Lako begins in World War II Hungary, just as Nazis were shooting Hungarian Jews and tossing them into the Danube because they'd run out of concentration camp trains.
But thank God I managed to get through it.
Nearing his 90th birthday, this Fort Worth scientist and researcher keeps telling how he got through it to anyone who will listen. Friday at the Dallas Holocaust and Human Rights Museum.
As long as I can get out of bed, I will do it.
He survived because at the age of 8, he got scarlet fever. Nazi soldiers didn't want to get near him in a Budapest hospital. And by the time he got better, the siege of Budapest had the Nazis on the run.
I was basically left on my own.
His story is part of a museum exhibit, but hearing him in person is different.
I think it's so important for people to take advantage of hearing testimony from a survivor firsthand while we still can. And knowing one family's story helps us have much more empathy than just thinking about 6 million Jews that were murdered.
Andris Lako immigrated to North America with everything he owned in a single briefcase, built a 4-decade career in medical research in North Texas, raised a successful American family. But his past keeps him wary.
This new resurgence of anti-Semitism seems to me to be very, very dangerous. And if I can do even just a little to counter that, I think it's important.
And so he keeps talking.
I'm very pleased and privileged to be able to survive.
And to keep his story and its lessons alive.
Thank you.
In Dallas, I'm Kevin Reese.
We must never forget. Those are your headlines from North Texas.